In April, me and my best friend took a work-life balance trip, meaning I didn't take any vacation. I just traveled northeast of Miami, Sunny Isles Beach, Florida. I stayed in the Saint Tropez condominium there, and it was nice. So inside the condo was really, really cute. Two beds, two and a half baths. We could cook as well. This is where I stayed. Love the pop of color, bathroom, shower, toilets back there, tub. And then there was also this really cute closet with everything you needed in there. When you walked out of our condo, there's this great swimming pool and then a jacuzzi. And then over the balcony is this incredible view of Sunny Isles Beach. It was just beautiful, and that waterway enters or empties into the Atlantic Ocean. I had the opportunity to just soak up the sun and relax. And of course, I hopped into the pool and it felt so good. And then we also enjoyed like the jacuzzi as well, especially at night. It was fun. For activities, we ended up just going to tea rooms. This one is called La Vie en Rose, and we came just for the decor, like the floral stuff it has going on. But it's like 5 minutes from our condo. And the desserts were delicious. Like three of those items on the table are mine. And it was so good. And then, of course, we had our way with the floral wall. Just took a lot of pictures. And the people were so nice and accommodating. It seems like people go there for photos all the time, so they didn't care. Then the next day, we went to another tea room called Lily and Rose. This one was not as like decked out as La Vie en Rose, but it was really like awesome because we got to have the tea experience in a very intimate way. The really cute teapots, the tea timer, the aroma, the flavors, it was all worth it. So I'm pouring my tea and then sipping my tea, and we just had a lot of fun. For dinner, we went to this spot called Don Pedro, incredibly quintessentially Mexican. But what was so funny was that the music was Michael Jackson's number one hits catalog that was playing on the TV at the bar. Then on beach day, I cannot even describe the feeling. It had been 5 years since I was at the ocean. Just life had just taken me by the neck and been choking me for 5 years. I had lost joy. And so just to play in the water, I was reminded that like God has got me and God's so much bigger than my problems. So I've made sandcastles. I rolled in the sand. I cried. I danced. I did it all. And I was just like brought back to life, and it was complete euphoria. And I promised to never be this late into the ocean again. Our last day, we went to Little Havana, and it was really a cool place. Calle Ocho is like the main street. And I love that you can listen to live music on the street. The quintessential Cuban coffee, Cuban cigars can be found everywhere. I love the murals there. The Amor wall was really cute. And then there's also like the giant butterfly. Tiff looks so good here. I love this picture. And then there was the Cuba Ocho Museum where you could like have a drink, have food, listen to live music, and learn about Cuban culture. I also love like the attention to like Afro-Cuban people in the history, and of course Calle Ocho, and just the tributes to the musicians that make Cuba what it is. There are also like these rooster things everywhere that really made Little Havana so cute and unique. For dinner, I met up with a friend from Boston that treated us to Italian. He didn't tell us the name of the restaurant, but it was cool. Then in the month of May, I celebrated my birthday and I wanted to go to this little German town way north of Atlanta called Helen, Georgia. And it's kind of like they're stuck in like German village style. You can tell by the architecture. But it was just this cute little town, with like candy shops and German food. And the caramel apples looked good, but I, did not let the devil tempt me with all that sugar. But it was just awesome to just go to the candy shop and savor the sweets. They have Sasquatch there. We had to take a picture with Sasquatch. Cute little stores with like decor for your home and your porch. But then the main reason I really went up there is for the Anna Ruby Falls. A historic national park. Love the sound of the water, just enjoy nature, people walking, families, and all of that, just to come and hear this incredible sound. I think, like the ocean, these kinds of incredible nature experiences just remind you that God is love and God is good, and creation tells of the wonders of this vast earth. And continue to celebrate. I went to this wall in like Southwest Atlanta area, the Brown Girl, You're Beautiful sign, and I just danced there, and it was kind of like pumping myself to know that I'm all that. There were a lot of like cute murals there too, and I have my friend Jordan to thank for like joining me on this incredible experience. Of course, on the B-Day itself, I went out to eat. And eat, I sure did. I ate some mussels. It was so delicious. I had some calamari, superb. And I had some Italian. It was just so good. And of course, blew out some candles, reminding me that I'm special. And then I ended the evening with dancing because I'm happy and healthy and glowing. And I have so much to be grateful for. And then later that month, I also went to a wedding of a good friend. And I just love being around my African people. Dancing to one of the hottest songs right now, but it was just wonderful to celebrate an incredible person who's been love to me. Then a friend came into town. I just used the whole month to celebrate. We went to the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra, sat on the balcony, and we enjoyed a really, really good show. It was so nice. This was an opera, and then we ended up going to Chateau Elan. Chateau Elan is in Brazelton, Georgia, and my friend Gloria, who I went with, she's my bougie friend. There she is, and whenever she comes around, I can dress up or go do expensive, spontaneous things. But it was really fun to go to the vineyard, and I danced. Of course, I'm always dancing. And then there was the hammock. That was just so peaceful, We like sipped on a little wine, and then we just played and, just got to relax. And the hammock was my favorite thing. And it was just good to spend time and let a friend take me away from home. And then we had all our meals at the Versailles restaurant. Amazing food. We had this as part of our stay in our package. There was brunch and then there was dinner. So it's my steak and potatoes. And then the next morning before we could leave, we rode bikes. And we got a wine tour of the chateau. And then finally we played a little cornhole before we ended up packing our bags and heading home. Month of June, I went back to my hometown, Worcester, Mass. We got to celebrate the terracentennial, and I got to be on a float for the first time in my whole life. I love being African. I also got invited to this wedding of one of the residents from the Liberian community. She's an incredible leader, and we got to go and celebrate her union. My mom and I went, but of course, had to show off my dress, custom made. So I loved hanging out with my mom. She was my wedding date. No one else in the family could go to this wedding. So when my mom wasn't on the dance floor, I found random people to dance with, and I just love observing the crowd. But this girl, enjoyed the music with me. I love being at African weddings. And then we got to sneak a photo with the bride in her outfit change. She's really cute. And then later, got to celebrate Father's Day in our culture. Like, we pin the men and give them flowers. We do it for moms too. So there's my dad. He was pinned, and it was cool. I also got to go to Boston, a place of incredible memories for me. Went to the Isabel Gardner Stewart Museum. It was also on Juneteenth. I spent some time with a good friend, Natasha, and another friend, Tatenda. The view was really cool. So you could put your head out a window and you can look like Rapunzel. So I had my Rapunzel style and it was really cool. I love Natasha very much. She's a special friend I made in Boston and I cherish her. I also got to retake my wedding pictures with my parents. There's me and my dad, love him. There's me, my dad, my mom, give me a kiss on the cheek. And there's me and my mom. I just thought it was really important because my wedding was so fast, I don't remember anything. And then I got to celebrate my nephew's baptism. He's an incredible 2-year-old and we love him so much. So my dad was retiring from pastoring this church and my dad got to baptize him. And then some of the ministers prayed for my parents in my dad's retirement. We did a retirement celebration for my father and people got to say nice things about him and his ministry. And people showed up in support in the numbers. The room was really, really packed, There's my nephew, Chance, running around. And there are my parents addressing, the people and thanking them with my baby nephew, Caleb. And there is my family, Black Hearts. And that's just kind of what my June was about. Though I've been offline, I have been incredibly blessed spending time with myself, my family, and my friends, and I'm rejuvenated. How have you been rejuvenated by the people you love? Let's share and have a good day.